with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
For years, we were told that if AI ever went rogue, it would be because a super hacker tricked the code. We thought we'd need complex jailbreaks to bypass the safety filters. We were wrong. You didn't need a hack, you didn't need a code, you just had to ask. This week, the guardrails didn't just bend, they completely snapped. Elon Musk's AI Grok rolled out a feature that turned one of the world's largest social media platforms into an unregulated deepfake machine. We aren't talking about hallucinations, we are talking about a system that accepted direct, naive commands to strip people naked, generate illegal imagery, and manufacture photorealistic lies about public figures. This isn't just a tech screw-up, it is a glimpse into a future where privacy no longer exists. This is the story of how we lost control. To understand why this specific incident is so catastrophic, we have to look at the mechanism. Because this was not just about generating new images, it was about altering reality. Late last week, X pushed an update to Grok 2. They added a seemingly simple feature, edit image. In theory, this is standard tech. You upload a photo, highlight an area, and tell the AI to change it. Adobe has it, Google has it. It is usually used to remove a photo bomber or change a gloomy sky to a sunny one. But those companies have spent years building diffusion layers, invisible walls that stop the AI from modifying human bodies or faces in non-consensual ways. Grok apparently skipped that part. Almost immediately, users realized that the edit function had zero understanding of context or consent. You didn't need to be a prompt engineer, you didn't need to use code words. You could literally upload a photo of a politician, a celebrity, or a random person from Instagram and type, make them naked. The results were not cartoonish, they were photorealistic. And because Grok is integrated directly into X, these images didn't stay in a private Discord server, they were instantly amplified to millions of feeds. This is the critical failure point. In the rush to release cool features, XAI effectively handed a military-grade forgery tool to every internet troll with $8 a month. And they did it without checking if the safety lock was on. But why was the quality so high? Why did it look so real? This is where the story gets technical and much more interesting. Most image generators use diffusion. They start with static noise and clear it up. Aurora is different. It is an autoregressive system. It treats images like a language. It predicts the visual pixels one by one, just like ChatGPT predicts words. And this is the same model that Grok has now shifted towards. Why does this matter? Because this architecture allows for incredible multi-model fluidity. It allows the AI to edit and extend images with terrifying speed and precision. And crucially, because XAI built Aurora in-house, they had full control over the safety training. They could have trained it to refuse nudity, they could have trained it to respect consent. But they didn't. When they built their own dedicated API, they seemingly transferred the no-limits philosophy directly into the code. This is not an accident of open source software anymore. They spent millions of dollars building a proprietary engine that, whether by negligence or design, became the world's most efficient deepfake machine. But here's the problem that this philosophy ignores. There is a massive difference between political censorship and basic safety. Removing the filter that stops an AI from being politically biased also tends to remove the filter that stops it from generating crimes. When you tell an AI do not refuse any request, you are not just enabling free speech, you're enabling non-consensual pornography, defamation, and targeted harassment. You cannot have a limitless AI that is also safe. Those two concepts are mutually exclusive. Most of the headlines you have seen might be about political figures or celebrities. And sure, deepfaking a world leader is dangerous for democracy. But the truly terrifying part of the scandal isn't what happens to the powerful, it is what happens to you. Before this week, creating a convincing deepfake required technical skill. You needed a powerful PC, you needed to install stable diffusion, and you needed to know how to use LoRa's and control nets. It was a high barrier to entry. Grok removed that barrier. It democratized the ability to destroy someone's reputation. This is what experts call the new DeFi problem. It is not new tech, but it's never been this accessible, this fast, and this unregulated. It turns every single photo you have ever posted online, your LinkedIn headshot, your vacation photos, your family Christmas card, into training data for your own harassment. Unsurprisingly, governments around the world did not find this funny or edgy. In the European Union, this is a nuclear scenario for X. Under the Digital Services Act, platforms are legally obligated to mitigate systemic risks, specifically regarding gender based violence and illegal content. If X is found guilty of failing to police this, they could face fines of up to 6% of their global annual revenue. For a company already struggling with ad revenue, that is a death blow. In India, the IT ministry demanded an immediate action taken report, forcing X to explain why their platform was generating illegal content. But the biggest threat is actually right here in the US. Reports surfaced that Grok was being used to edit images of minors, that is CSAM, child sexual abuse material. Companies like Google and Meta have armies of people working 24/7 to stop CSAM. If regulators find that XAI knowingly deployed a tool that generated CSAM because they disabled the safety filters, we aren't talking about fines anymore. We are talking about federal crime investigations. Grok's official account even had to tweet that they were fixing lapses regarding this specific issue. So, what is the defense? Usually, the defense is it's a beta, we are testing, bugs happen. But that excuse is running out of road. You cannot beat a test on the live population when the bug is destroying people's lives. In the last 48 hours, XAI has silently started patching the holes. Prompts that worked on Friday stopped working on Sunday. They are frantically building the exact same walls and guardrails that they mocked OpenAI for having. It proves that the anti-woke no limits marketing was a fantasy. When the rubber meets the road, every AI eventually ends up in the same place. Blocked keywords, safety filters, and refusal messages. The Grok scandal of 2026 will be remembered as a turning point. It proves that safety by default isn't just corporate speak, it's a necessity. We are integrating these godlike tools into our daily lives, and we are trusting the people who build them to be responsible. This week, that trust was broken. The genie is out of the bottle and it's wearing a wire. I want to hear your take. Should Elon Musk face legal consequences for this, or is this just the price of progress? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of the AI curve and the chaos, make sure you are subscribed. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to check out my other video which explains why we might be in a bubble.